do not be mad at me. Please don't be mad. I am deeply sorry I have been gone for such a long time. I truly apologize for just disappearing off of the face of the fucking planet for a month. But I like to think I have fairly good reason. First thing being, as I've talked about in the last few videos, my girlfriend and I bought a house. So we were busy moving for quite a while because we were too cheap to actually invest in a U-Haul. So we were spending, you know, almost every single night for like a couple of weeks, just taking like a couple truckloads all the way from the north side of Lincoln all the way across town to a completely different city. Then we were doing a bunch of house repairs and stuff. We ripped up all the carpet. We got all new carpet put in. Painted the entire house. We were doing a bunch of renovations and stuff. So we're busy with a lot of that sort of stuff. Then we were having a bunch of shitty weather. Crap ton of rain. Actually, today is like our first day of not rain for like a whole entire week. On top of that, exactly a week ago, I got my wisdom teeth taken out, so my face was way too swollen to be putting a motorcycle helmet on. So yeah, I was pretty busy with a lot of that sort of stuff, and I do apologize that it's taken me so long to get around to making a video. You guys probably opened up your YouTube and you're like, oh, look who decided to show their happy ass on my front page. Finally, Lincolnite's putting up a video. Which actually, speaking of that, technically I am no longer Lincolnite, actually. Which actually, fun fact, if you guys don't know where my name comes from, people who live in Lincoln, Nebraska are referred to as Lincolnites. Spelled a little bit differently. I decided to get retarded with it and spell it the dumbest way that I could possibly think of, because I'm trying to be cool. But let's also address the elephant in the room. I'm sure you guys noticed the bike doesn't quite look the same, or maybe you guys didn't notice at all. It's probably really not that terribly obvious of a difference from this perspective. But yeah, my bike is a little different. I know I mentioned this, I got a new fairing kit. I think I talked about that in my last video, actually. One of my last few videos, I talked about that I got a fairing kit. Oh, dead deer. Oh wait, no, it's a coyote. Probably go turn that Peloton and get some good money. But yeah, I ordered a fairing kit for this. This is what it looks like. I did take a few, keyword being few, videos of when I was installing it. This was also like, I was doing this right in the middle of trying to move. So, yeah, I only took a couple of videos, but I was doing that at night. It took a couple evenings. I probably had maybe 8 to 10 hours in changing all the fairings out. There was a lot of pieces. Dude, I did not fucking realize how many pieces come in a fairing kit. It is the entire new body, even like the dumb little plastic pieces, like not even the painted pieces, but like just the textured like plastic parts, all of that, all the framework, everything comes in these fairing kits. I thought it was just gonna be like the painted pieces. No, dude, they send you like an entire new bike, basically. So yeah, that was a little bit more work than I was expecting. I kind of got to the point where I was just like, okay, this is taking too long. It's gonna like double the amount of time that I would be spending on it if I'm trying to take videos. But, and then for my birthday, my girlfriend got me some extra little things. She got me one of these like tank protector pads. Got me this thing here, reservoir for the sock, or reservoir sock, and then this little keychain of a Gixxer. Actually looks a little more similar to the way it looked before. Yeah, the keychain does look a little bit more like the bike did before. It doesn't really match anymore, but oh well, it's still really cute. Oh, going back to the house thing, we put in an in-ground fire pit. So I was doing that this last Sunday. Yeah, it would have been Sunday. I actually need to go back to Home Depot and get some more bricks. I didn't do my math correct, so probably need about like another like 4 bricks. Because as I'm sure you can see, there's kind of some, I had to space them out a little bit more so that it would actually like completely go around, and even then like I'm missing 3. Yeah, I've been spending a lot of time at Home Depot and a lot of money there. This is like every time you go in there, you're like, okay, I just need this. And then you're like, ooh, look at this. I want this. Ooh, look at this. That's also cool. And then like a 10-minute trip turns into an hour and a half and an extra $400. Yeah, it's been a little ridiculous, but no, we're actually having a lot of fun doing like the house renovations and stuff, because like it's something I've never been able to do before. Like, you know, renting, you can't really, oh yeah, I'm speeding, it's 45 through here, I forgot about that. But it's like when you're renting, you can't really do stuff to the property. Like you can't paint, you can't like change things, you can't put new fixtures in. There's a lot of things that you can't do when you're renting. And then it's like you get a house and you're like, oh, I can finally make this place the way I want it to be. Like we actually put, we changed a room in the basement into a band practice room. So we've been working on soundproofing the whole place. It was actually just like concrete floors, and I bought a bunch of those like foam interlocking tiles, and they look like hardwood floors. So that's pretty sick. They're like nice and squishy, so like you can walk around on it with your bare feet. There's my fun for the next 3 months. But actually, probably for my next video, I'm actually going to give you guys like a tour of Hickman. I'll kind of show you guys around, show you what the town is like. It's a pretty neat place. It's really not that far from Lincoln. Like I've kind of taken a little bit of a detour, but like we're in Lincoln now. So you basically rode with me all the way from Hickman to Lincoln. It's basically just 10 to 15 minutes south of Lincoln. And it's like, I like the south side of Lincoln a lot more anyway. Yeah, I know I've been like completely hopping around topics in this video. I'm sorry. I did not like, you know, prepare my script or anything like that. So this is basically just all coming off the top of my head. But no, the whole wisdom teeth thing. So yeah, I know I said I got my wisdom teeth taken out exactly a week ago. It was a week ago today. And that is something that I've been putting off for years. I am 24 years old and just got my wisdom teeth taken out. Now I will say though, I've always kind of been like a little bit behind of everybody with that sort of thing. Even like growing up, like all my friends were losing teeth like years before I actually started losing any of my baby teeth. But I remember like my dentist always telling me like they would do x-rays and they'd be like, okay, you should probably look into getting your wisdom teeth taken out at some point. And I'm like, nope, not doing it. I was like deathly terrified of that shit. Like I was like, I do not want to get them out. I am scared of it. God, that's a fucking hair in my helmet. Ugh. Yeah, I was like, I am deathly afraid of that shit. It is not happening. And so like they told me I should have gotten them out like, or like when they were really first telling me that I should get them out, it was probably like 2018, 2019. But like they weren't causing me any problems. I wasn't having like any pain. They weren't coming in. So I'm like, nope, not doing it. And then finally, probably about a month ago, like I started getting some pain and I was like starting to notice my teeth shifting and like moving a little bit. And I'm like, okay, I should probably just suck it up and get them done. And honestly, it really was not bad. It was not bad at all. It was pretty funny because, so like, you know, I called, made the appointment, I go in, and I do like the little consultation thing. They kind of tell me like how the procedure is going to go, what they're going to do and everything like that. And so I'm sitting there like in the operating room kind of like waiting for like the other nurses and doctors to come in. And so I'm sitting there talking to like the, I guess I'd call her like a nurse. She's just kind of the one that like sits in and like makes sure that everything like goes okay. So I'm sitting there like talking with her. She's like, you know, like, what do you do for a living? And like I explained to her, like, you know, I do custom car restorations, custom fabrication. I build custom cars. And she's like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like, my son is like super big into cars, and like we were kind of talking about that. And she goes, yeah, my son has a 99 WS6 Trans Am. And I'm kind of like, what's your last name? And she tells me, and I'm like, I know your son. I'm like, I'm actually good friends with him. So that's kind of a small world, but so like I'm sitting there like talking, you know, she gives me the IV for the sedation. And one of the other nurses was like, you know, you got any plans for the rest of the day? I was like, oh, I'm probably just, you know, gonna go home, relax. She's like, yeah, watch some Netflix. And I was like, yeah. And I told her, I was like, oh, we actually just got done watching a 3-part movie series called Fear Street on Netflix. And she's like, oh yeah, I saw that. That was actually really good. And I was like, yeah, it was super awesome. And that's when like the anesthesia hit. And the next thing I know, I wake up in the recovery room. So I don't even remember a single thing of actually getting the procedure done. It's like you're in one room and you wake up in another room with cotton in your mouth. So yeah, it really wasn't that bad. And even like the pain afterwards, it's like you're a little sore, but like at least for me, the whole procedure went like perfectly smooth. Not like a single hiccup. It's like, yeah, kind of afterwards it does suck a little bit because you can't like eat anything. So you're basically like limited to applesauce and yogurt and protein shakes. I've been drinking a shit ton of those. And then it's like any like food that you do kind of have to chew. You just have to like mash it with your tongue against the roof of your mouth. I love those backfires. I know they don't come across very well in the video, but oh man, they are crispy. But guys, I suppose I'll wrap up the video here. I promise it is not going to be another month in between videos. I will have another one out for you guys, probably within a week, I'd honestly say. So until then, happy Memorial Day. Stay safe this weekend, everybody. As always, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not done that yet. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.